How's this? How's the view?
That's pretty good.
That works.
How we doing?
We doing pretty good. That Jason right next to you?
Yes, sir.
What up, man? How's it going?
I think you guys met at
the Wes's interview.
Yes, Wes interview.
Word. Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, good to have you on this one.
For sure.
Definitely, excited to talk to you guys about, T-Bone, especially you and the work you've been doing around Lynn. Seems like you've been doing a lot. And Jason, just to hear a little bit more about what you're working on. Let me just introduce the podcast real quick before you get started. So this is episode 49 of the Grindhouse podcast. I'm your host, Edwin Cabrera, aka Steady Eddie. Across the screen from me is my homie, my day one, Chris Martin, aka Critta.
What's up, guys? Just real quick before we get in today's episode, if you can, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. It helps us out a lot. We also have some new merch in the store, grindhouse.store, super easy to get to. That also helps us out and supports us. So, let's get in today's episode.
All right, so we have a couple of special guests with us today. So we got T-Bone and we got Jason. What's up, y'all?
Good. How are you, bro? Glad to be here.
T-Bone, man, you've been working with a lot of people, man. You've been working with a lot of people. I'm curious. I want to start it off just by getting to know where you got started in music. How old were you? Like, how did it happen? And like, how did you become like the guy to go to when it comes to music production in Lynn?
All right, honestly, I'm gonna give a shout out to my homie Lobo, because he put me onto FL Studio when I was probably like 17, and I was just like, wow, like this is fucking. I didn't know how to use it, bro. It was like the most like diverse shit that I had my hands on, and I just kept working with it. Me and Chewy met, bro. It was like we just got so much better just with the beats and shit. But yeah, I was like 17, bro, and I just started off just kind of recording myself, and then I got into production. But yeah, and just like took me here, you know what I mean?
Word. Jason, do you want to talk about a little bit like how you started in rapping and the Lynn hip hop scene?
Well, mainly I started probably around like maybe like same age as around like T, probably like 16, 17. It was really just I always used to like play around, like, have like freestyle, like rap battles, like with your friends in like fucking their room or something. But like now I really started taking it serious when I like linked up with I started chilling with T, because he had a studio, and I really started taking it serious from there. So probably around like 16, 17 I started.
T-Bone, so obviously you engineer.
Yeah.
Can you so when you work with artists, is it like an exclusive thing, or can anybody work with you? And and how do artists go about working with you?
Honestly, bro, I'm gonna be real. Like I work with people that I truly fuck with, like, and I truly enjoy working with, and I want to see exceed. You know what I mean? I believe in them. You know what I mean? I believe in their vision. So like, I mean, I guess you could say exclusive, but I don't want to sound like, oh, I got the exclusive studio, you know what I mean, bro? But like, it's all love. Like, if you work with me, like, it's all love. Like, I don't have no hate towards anybody. Anybody could come here, you know what I mean?
Well, I'm curious to know, because like I think of one of you as like one of the bigger forces in terms of like the music that's coming out of Lynn and the artists that like your name is somewhere there, connected somewhere. So I'm wondering, like, how do artists reach out to you? Like, how does that connection and that collaborations process begin with you?
Honestly, like with a lot of rappers and just artists, like it would just like be like they'll come with like someone I know, and it will just spread. It's like the coronavirus, bro. You know what I mean? It's crazy, like. But yeah, like it sometimes it'll be like, yo, send me a beat, and like Alchemist said, like, don't send explosives to the mail, but like if you're the homie, I'm gonna send that explosive.
Word.
Can you T-Bone, can you kind of go through that process of how you go about making a beat? I'm always curious about sort of the inner workings of that.
Honestly, bro, like I'm really weird. Like I'll just look for a sample, like old sample, and like it could be anything, any language from any country. You know what I mean? If it sounds cool, it's cool, and I'll just sit with it and pick out some dope spots in it. You know what I mean? And just like go from there and add my drums. You know what I mean? But like I'm kind of hard when I make a beat on myself, like cause like I won't continue into the drums unless I truly enjoy it. You know what I mean? So yeah, like, but yeah, kind of just all over the place, you know, until the idea is down.
How did you learn how to engineer and also make beats? Are there like any resources that you can give to anyone that's aspiring to be, you know, someone that makes beats or engineers?
I mean, YouTube's your best friend. You can find anything on the internet. You know what I mean? I've watched so many tutorials and just people I'm very close with that do the same thing. You know what I mean? I'm gonna salute Chewy on that one again. You know what I mean? And just like Guntooth as well. He's another one of my. You might have seen him on my album. He's a producer, engineer, and yeah, we've just grown a lot together. And just people like that have helped me get decent at engineering and producing. You know what I mean?
Cool.
I'm curious about just your, you know, it seems like you've been doing it long enough now that, especially when it comes to the collaboration process, just working with different artists, different producers, so on and so forth. You've probably experienced a thing or two just in that, you know, what comes from that collaboration process. I'm thinking of like when you first got started. I'm thinking of like, what was it like working with? I think, weren't you working with somebody at first?
I was working with the homie Krona. Shout out to Krona.
Yeah.
And we were working for a while, and then we kind of just went our separate ways, and I just was like, was kind of expanding, working with everyone else. You know what I mean?
What happens within that, like just in that process of like working and like coming up with your own like sound? Does that ever get in the way of like a process where you're working with an artist that, you know, wants something to sound this way and you have like a different ear for that? Does that ever get in the way of the like creative process?
I mean, no, because usually there'll be a middle ground. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's hard because I always tell my like people I'm with in the studio like that artists don't really know how to describe how they want things to sound. So like I'm just like, tell me the best way you can describe how you want it, and like just work from there. You know, find a middle point and just even it out. You know what I mean?
So,
but I don't really think that's a big problem.
No.
I don't really run into that, to be honest.
So like when you're making a song, usually like you just present it to the artist, and depending if they like it or not, they'll take it and run with it.
Definitely not every time. No. But it's usually just like small little things, and then we'll get it like with 2-3 mixes, and then it's good to go. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
I feel it. Yeah.
And what about like the differences in artists that you work with? Like what's the difference between like when you're working with somebody like Wes, you know, compared to when you're working somebody like Sonetta? You know, you have a lot of different artists that you work with. What, like when it comes to like different personalities and different like collaborative styles, what comes to mind?
I mean, like when you put like when me, West, Jay, Sonita, when we're in like all in the room, Khalil, like it's just like weird. Like we'll just make a beat and just like do something, bro. It's like it's just cool how it happens, you know. It's just like some type of chemistry that's there. You know what I mean? So it's just like
that. Usually, sometimes it will be like if it will be like me, Wes, and like T in the studio, it will usually be like T will be making a beat or working on something, and Wes will come in and just be like, "Oh, what's this?" Like, "Oh, I hear me, you, and Jay on this. What's up?"
And Wes will just write a whole book.
Sometimes we won't even write. Sometimes we're like, I already got something for it, and now me and T gotta fucking rush to finish a verse and shit. It'd be a good time though. No, it'd be all vibes.
Definitely.
So a lot of the writing process, is that it's done in the studio?
Yeah. Well, sometimes
they'll take it home depending
well,
on like,
honestly, bro, like if like if the homies just come over, then yes. And we're just gonna make music, then yes. So yeah, we'll probably just write it there, lay it down, you know. Sometimes write it before. Just all how you feeling, you know.
Word.
You mentioned Chewy earlier, and I'm curious because I know like Chewy and you guys are pretty close. I just want to know more about what your relationship is like with Chewy, and if you can speak a little bit more about like working with.
Oh, that's my brother, bro. Yeah, just like we started hanging out probably like 3 years ago or so, and we just like always just sit and just discuss music, and like we have very deep conversations about music, and we're both very like creative and interested in certain things, and like we learn mad shit from each other, bro. It's crazy, like because like Chewy is he does more of trappy beats and I do more old school beats, so it's kind of like the yin yang, you know what I mean? It's just like it's just a bunch of like, oh, I know this about this, oh, what do you know about that type thing, you know what I mean? So yeah, yeah, it's my brother, bro, to the end, you know. Shout out to homie.
So you and Wes Taylor, you guys worked on Gifted Underachiever together. Are there anything else in the pipeline for you two?
Well, you can check out that Ocean Park.
Ocean
Park at the homies.
Yeah.
That just dropped. I don't know if you guys stepped into that, but that's definitely me and West on every song. Just about every song. But yeah, there's definitely some things in the vault. I don't want to say too much because I don't know what West feels about this, but you know what I mean?
So I know I want to bring it to Esty real quick, Esty Knack. I know Esty Knack is for you somebody you highly respect,
Definitely.
especially when it comes to legends from Lynn. And you got to work with Esty. You got a song with Esty, West, and Khalil, right? On
yes.
Talk to me about what that was like, just like getting to work with somebody as highly esteemed as Esty.
That when shout out to West on that. West set that whole thing up, and he was like, "Yo, I think I want to put ST on this beat," and it was funny because I'm gonna tell you a story about this song. When I sent the beat, it didn't sound like that. ST actually just tweaked it a little with the 404, and just it sounded like so much raw, bro, and it was just dope. When I got it back, it was just like, I got this. This is a trophy. This is amazing. You know what I mean?
That's dope.
That's beautiful.
But yeah, bro, it's definitely salute to ST, bro. Definitely the god.
So you and Jason, you worked on Lost Cause Volume 1.
Yes, sir.
Can you guys talk about like what went into the record, how it was like collaborating?
I was like the coronavirus madness, and we just made that whole thing.
Right, but, it was like quarantine, like we was really just stuck inside, just like damn.
Yeah, and we just made a bunch of songs,
snapped them.
Yeah,
got a good couple of features on that too. That was a great. That was a great time making that. That was fun.
Volume 2 on the way.
Oh yeah, for sure. Volume 2. If y'all like Volume 1, Volume 2.
So when can we expect Volume 2?
It's November, right?
It might be around the Christmas present for you.
Might be a little
maybe a little earlier.
Maybe a little early. Nice. Christmas present.
Maybe some Hanukkah. You might get some Hanukkah. But yeah.
So, real quick, just on Ocean Park, talk to me about like the production of that whole album, and like what was it like working with so many different artists on one record, almost like a what do you call that, like an entourage like album cut or something.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it was amazing. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like the album was great to me. Just to bring everyone together and for the meaning of it too. If some people don't know, Ocean Park is the name they were gonna change Lynn to, but they didn't. I don't know too much information on it, but yeah. So yeah, I feel like it's kind of a cool symbol for just some artists in Lynn that are a part of it as well. But me and Chewy produced track 3. Shout out to Mayo, shout out to Sway for Gonda. And yeah, and me and Chewy, yeah, I think that's it. So it was just me, Sway, Chewy, and Ocean Park with the homies, you know.
So T-Bone, so somebody that obviously you've worked with so many artists, are there any artists in the area that you haven't worked with that you're looking to work with?
I'm not gonna answer that question.
No comment.
I'm gonna stay humble on that one real quick.
Okay, all right.
I got a question for you though. When it comes to the making beats aspect of what you do, compared to the rhyming and rapping aspect of what you do, like where does your love truly lie, and how do you split your time between the two?
Well, think about it. Like, you can't rap without production. So production is like the dough to the pizza, and like I feel like without the production, there's nothing. To me, at least. So I focus heavy on the production, but like once the production is okay and I'm happy with it, I feel like that's when I switch to, oh, I'm gonna rap on this. You know what I mean? But yeah, it's just it's kind of weird. Like I'll be super focused into the beat, and then like Jay will start writing, and I'll be like, damn, okay, let's do this, and like that'll be the push. You know what I mean? So it's just a bunch of different factors.
Are there anything that like, so you obviously you kind of switch hats a lot in music. Is there anything that you haven't done that you want to give a shot at?
I mean, I think it would be dope to learn like DJ scratching, but I don't want to invest too much time into it. I kind of want to just have it as a skill. But just getting better with keys and piano notes and all that stuff, and just learning music theory. You know what I mean? Just to improve the sounds and the way things just come across.
I'm curious to know what your answer is on this, because I've asked this to a few guests on our podcast who are from Lynn and are primarily from that music scene. When it comes to the Lynn hip hop scene, what stands out in your eyes? What makes the Lynn hip hop so special in your eyes?
Honestly, it's like
there's a lot of different sounds. Like there's a lot of different, like there's a lot of diversity. Like there's not just like, I mean, there are like people that are not trying to say sound like everyone else, but like everyone particularly has their own style to it and like their own way about going to it. So I say it like we have diversity.
There's some real good people out here. There's some great artists out here.
Great talent.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the fact that everybody's just dropping music and it's all great music.
Yeah.
And it's dope to see everybody collaborating with each other too.
Oh, for sure.
Definitely.
Jason, I'm curious, man. So what are you working on?
Right now, because we kind of just finishing up, volume 2. That's on the way. I'm kind of doing like not really a solo thing, but like it'll be produced by T, obviously, and probably gonna have it I don't know, maybe a little EP, maybe a little project, 7-song, 10-song, called the Underrated Outcast. And I'm gonna start working on that now. I already have like probably like 1-2 songs on it, so I'm probably gonna start working on that once we get kind of volume 2 finished up.
Word. And how did you and T-Bone link?
Man, honestly, I knew T-Bone since like the Sandbox, you know, cause we were, since I originally like I was born on the east side of Lynn, but then I moved to the west side, and then my first elementary school, first grade met T, and then from there we was like basically it was like we was meant to link, like we was in the same class every year besides like middle school and stuff. I stayed back, he stayed back, so then it was like, damn, well, now we definitely we in this together. So yeah, and then we were always like chilling, played baseball together, basketball. So it's just like we was always around each other. Just an event. And then he happened to do music, and then I was doing music, and I was like, oh, well, okay, let's do music together.
That's dope. That's awesome.
Yeah, we gonna make a song about just that segment.
Yeah.
Just that whole thing right there. That'd be a good one.
But
on the way. Volume 3, imagine.
T-Bone, what's like your most like prized possession when it comes to music equipment?
I can show you right here, buddy. It's gonna be this bad boy right here.
Oh, nice.
Oh, nice.
Don't let too many people see it. I'm gonna have to cut the clip short.
Blur it out.
Please. No, I'm just
holy grail right there.
Was that your first machine, or did you start with something else?
Oh man, bro, I started with this. It's just like a little keyboard.
Oh, okay, actually, I have one of those.
Yeah, I still use it. It's amazing. You know what I mean? But yeah, like I consider myself like more of like hands-on. Like I don't really like just clicking buttons. I like to like hit pads and shit. And just yeah, so the MPC was like, it changed my life, bro. And just my production style and shit, you know.
Dope.
What do we have in store 2021? What's 2021 looking like for y'all?
I mean, there's a lot of stuff coming from the homies. Look out for KMF, they're coming for you.
Oh, for sure.
And just there's a lot of stuff. I got a lot of unreleased music with a lot of the homies.
Just shit in the vault that just doesn't, get to see the light of day yet.
It will. We'll pick from the hat soon, you know.
We're just gonna throw a bunch of names in the hat and literally just pick, and that's we're gonna make a mixtape out of all of them.
We'll do a grindhouse raffle, and we'll just figure it out. Yeah, but definitely be on the lookout.
More music, more good music, more great beats, and just wonderful vibes. That's all for 2021.
Definitely.
Hell yeah, man! That sounds great.
Word. Can we expect any like visuals or anything like that coming out with volume 2?
For sure,
definitely,
for sure.
Word.
I feel like at least like I want to do like maybe like at least 3-4 songs, because we only did like one song.
Yeah, we did only one, but that video was amazing.
Yeah, that was for my first video. That's like T's probably like third or second video. That was my first video, and that was a great time.
But yeah, definitely got to do some more videos.
More visuals for sure. Got to find some spots.
I would love to see more visuals for the Ocean Park record, like the trip to Rome, trip to Italy.
Yeah, those are actually like very much being talked about. We just have to kind of just. Yo, Wes, do you hear that right there, buddy? Let's do it,
right? It's already been spoken about. So.
I know he's watching.
Sure.
Word, man. Well, that's all I got for questions. Critter, you have any last questions?
I think that's it. If there's any like last things you guys want to plug away.
Yeah, I mean, just all platforms, T-Bone and Jason.
Yeah, man. If you want, you follow me on Instagram, J from the Sun. No spaces, no caps.
_T the truth.
Yeah, that's where we drop pretty much all our, like, we go live probably like almost like 2-3 days a week, dropping, either making beats or just talking shit. So
Hell yeah. But yo, appreciate y'all for having me.
yeah, for real.
Anytime,
No
man.
doubt, man.
Anytime.
Absolutely. Very happy to have you guys. Thank you guys so much for coming through and showing some love.
Yeah,
Definitely,
you
we're gonna be in cahoots.
shout out Grindhouse. Go cop they merch. Yeah.
Listen to these guys.
All that.
You already know.
Well, if you guys appreciate this episode, if you guys fuck with what we do, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure you check out Jason and T-Bone, and you know, just show some love. And like Jason said, yo, pick up some merch. You know, we got some hoodies, got some hats, we got all sorts of shit. Just check grindhouse.store. Yeah, thank you guys so much.
Peace,
No
guys.
doubt.
Thank you.
Y'all have a good one.
Peace.